Top 8 most common mistakes on road tests. Hong Kong road test is difficult to pass in one go. Getting your provisionary driving license seems like a far off dream. Depending on your needs, aspiring drivers may choose between taking driving lesson in private or at a driving school. However, there's something you can do to increase the odds of passing the road test. Familiarize yourself with the top mistakes that the past takers made so you can learn to avoid them. Not checking the traffic condition before changing lanes. Out of all the top error, this is the easiest to get wrong. It depends heavily on the examiner's interpretation. Make sure your shoulder check does not look too exaggerated or over the top, and the examiner sees it. Otherwise, you'll be seen as making the grave mistakes of not paying attention to the traffic. Before you knew it, you'll have to fail the road test. Examinees should follow the set of standard gesture. First, angle your head to no less than 90 degrees to check the rear mirror. Then, turn to check your blind spot. Note that you should change lane as soon as possible after the shoulder check, as the road condition changes fast. In my experience, I took the liberty of making sure that the examiner sees how I turn my head even during the traffic, since I had a heavy traffic jam when I took the exam.
Inappropriate driving speed. Oftentimes, students believe that the slower you drive, the safer you are. However, examiners would disagree. They believe that the traffic is smooth. Driving too slow will obstruct the traffic. Also, they may misinterpret it as a lack of confidence in your own skills. According to the road test instructions, the average driving speed should be between 30 kilometers to 50 kilometers. If you're driving on manual, try to use the third gear as often as you can. In short, once you sense that it's starting to get dangerous, slow down or stop your car to ensure your safety.
The driving instructor must ensure you have the skills in turning, as he will teach you the proper way in doing the turn. In turning, you should not show of crossing hands together or you might fail the exam. Number 3. Incorrect turning position. When you turn, you should follow the curve of the road. Don't drive too close to the curve while making a huge turn. Don't drive into the lane beside yours either. Also, when turning, take care not to drive too fast or to turn the wheels too early or too late. Number 3. Number 4. Did not choose your lane in advance, so you cut in and out of lanes quickly and without warning. To change lane, you must perform the aforementioned set of gesture, turning to check the rearview mirror and then your blind spot. Try not to change lanes too often because it's easy to make mistakes. It increases the chance of you failing the road test. The driving instructor must ensure you have plenty of practice in the examination area so you can have a viewpoint where you should be in the road, especially in a two-way or three-way lane. Number 5. Driving too close to other objects. What's considered as too close is up to the examiner's judgment. The rule of thumb for this is that whenever you need to drive near the other object, drive slowly or even stop the car if necessary. The pedestrians were not informed that you have exam, so you must be a defensive driver or try to stop whenever necessary or anticipate the other driver or other pedestrian. Number 6. Driving error that forced the examiner's hand. During the test, if there's danger but you fail to respond, the examiner will take action. An example would be an emergency braking. This is also a common reason why most of candidates failed in the past. Try to keep a proper distance from the vehicle in front of you. Also, maintain slower speed. This way, even if an emergency occurs, you will have enough time to react. Number 7. Poor alertness and judgment. Test takers tend to make this error at intersection or when switching lanes. It's when the examiner judges whether your car should move forward or stay under circumstances. Of course, this depends on the actual road condition. Therefore, in the driving test, be extra cautious and keep your option open. It's better to wait than to drive too aggressively. Otherwise, you may be categorized as not yielding to the cars that have the right way or driving too close to objects. Alternatively, your examiner may simply be forced to step on the brakes. Any one of the above is enough for you to fail in the exam. Always be attentive and focus on the road, especially those pedestrians and other drivers. Number 8. Driving in neutral gear. This is only applicable to manual cars. It results from stepping on the clutch too early. Another cause would be the candidate's unfamiliarity with switching gears. Their indecisiveness leads to mistiming, and so they end up driving in neutral. They say practice makes perfect. To avoid making these mistakes, practice more with your driving instructor. It can be said that in automatic transmission, you will be rattled to shift drive or in P, and when you are ending the driving exam, you may not shift into P. So be careful with the end of the exam. So make sure that the car is stopped before you turn it to P or the park, shift gear, and turn off the car.